flatten out your t-shirt on a table. It's a little bit easier than doing it on the floor. Match up your seams on your arms and on the sides if you have any seams on the sides. This particular t-shirt does not. And I'm gonna go ahead and take off the arms. Now, since this is going to be pretty much the handles or the straps for your bag, you want to determine how large you want them to be or how much of an opening. I'm gonna go with my tape measure here and use like an inch past the seam. So I'm going to just cut along the same line all the way down, about an inch. And you can always go back and adjust this. The arms off, now I'm going to actually just cut the neckline, and this is a V-neck. You can use scoop neck, whatever crew neck t-shirt you have, and I'm going to just start along the seam here, and then I'm going to make it a little bit longer of a scoop because this is where your stuff would actually go into your bag. So I want it to be a little bit deeper than that, so I'm just going to kind of eyeball it all the way around. Okay, so with that done, remember you can always go back and recut if you feel like it's not the right shape or anything like that. You can make adjustments as needed. Okay, so next is the fringe part of the bag. This is totally up to you and how deep you want your bag to go. I'm gonna make my fringe about 5 inches. So measuring that up here, it's gonna make the bottom of the bag start here. So I'll have about that much room. I don't really want a super deep bag, but again, it's totally your preference. The width of each fringe I'm going to make is going to be probably about ½ inch. You don't want it too big because if you are gonna use beads to thread, you're not gonna be able to get the thicker fabric through. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the bottom and measure about ½ inch with my tape measure. I usually only use it for like the first one. Make a little snip. And then put down the 5 inches. And I'm just gonna cut all the way up. And then I take the tape measure away because I really don't need that each time, and I'm just going to keep on going all the way down with these cuts. Okay, so once all the strips are cut, you're gonna go back and you're just gonna give each one about a couple tugs. Stretch them out. All right, so next, the beading part. Just make sure you pick beads that have a large enough hole that you can get some fabric through. I have the silver ones, and then I have these like kind of crystal black ones. And what I'm going to do is, you can do this however you want, but I'm going to do like a silver, then no bead, then a black bead, and repeat that pattern all the way down, just leaving one in between with no bead so that they don't get like super squished up against each other, and giving it a chance to really actually see each bead. So I'm going to start with the silver one. So taking the first one, just take the ends, kind of twist them together, thread it through the hole. That went pretty easy. Just pull it all the way up to the top. And then I kind of have a method for tying my knots. I take my 2 ends and then I do left over right and tie it, and then the right one over the left one and tie it. I don't know, I find if I just do it that way, it gives a nice kind of like flatter knot and it makes these hang nicer. Let's just make sure that's tight. And then the next one, you're just gonna make a knot the same way. Left over right, right over left. And then move on to your next one, and I'm gonna take up my black bead. Sometimes if you just twist it, it'll start coming through the end. or you might need like a pin or something to kind of prod it through. Okay, I'm just probably going to speed this up for you so it goes a little quicker. So there's the finished product on the bottom. Nice little swing with the fringe there. You can do this without the beads. You don't even need the beads. You could just do the knots. But I just thought it was a nice little touch. I had debated about adding some other things to it, like rhinestones or a flower. But seeing as when you actually put your thing together and you wear it like this, there's really no place to kind of put anything on. But as you can see, there's plenty of room for your bag in there. Nothing's gonna fall through. So you can put your beach goodies or your books or whatever. So that's the DIY for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in my next video.